and welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. My name is Jason, and I just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor for this, Mike Howell Builders, and he is working on the preserve at Lincoln Park, which is new subdivision. Give them a look-see on the internet there. Their address is there. Let's get to the program. Hello, good afternoon, Kirsten. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you today?
Hey, we're doing excellent over here. In the
Wonderful.
process of moving, so I hope just forgive me for the mess behind me. So, what is your position at the library? Let's set this up a little bit.
So, I'm a youth associate. So, my job is to do programs, and I also spend a little bit of time helping patrons at the desk.
Awesome. So, you're doing something. You're creating a program over there, and it's been years for us. My son is 19, but I can really appreciate it. Can you tell the folks a little bit about what you're doing at the Manitowoc Public Library?
So, one of my interests is in creating programming for neurodiverse children. So, the program that I have coming up is called Sensational Baby Storytime, and it's for babies 0 to 2 years old who have some sensory processing issues. And they don't need to be formally diagnosed at all, but if you have a little one who doesn't like loud noises, bright lights, big crowds, this would be a story time for them. Uh, it is going to be at 10:30 a.m. on November the 5th. And we do require registration for it, and that's just so that we can keep the group size small.
Right. So everybody is, everybody's an individual, and so are babies. So how do you kind of tailor the story time to kind of encompass many different applications? You understand what I'm trying to get at? How is everybody welcome? What are kind of the parameters that would be good if you're wondering if you should bring your child to this? What would you say to parents?
Well, first I'll explain what baby story time consists of. So, baby story time is lots of songs, action songs. We do bounces with the babies. We also read books and sing songs, do silly dances, that kind of thing. So, with this program, I'm going to have the lights dimmed a little bit. Uh, we're going to have the music a lot quieter than we usually do. We're going to use quieter interactives than what we normally do. I'm going to have some sensory stimulating activities for us to do, including wobble cushions, so that children can get a little bit more used to different textures and different feelings and those types of things.
I've never heard of that. A wobble cushion? Is it like
Yeah, yeah, they're lots of fun. They're just a little cushion that's round, and they have lots of little kind of spikes on them, and and when you sit on them, because there's air and it's not completely inflated, you kind of do a little bit of this. You have
yeah,
to work on your balance a little bit.
interesting. I never heard of that. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting you there.
No, that's fine. So, so I'm going to bring out the wobble cushions. We're going to be using books that are very tactile, um, interactive books. And I have some tips for parents on some sensory activities that they can do with their kids so that they can work on integrating all of their different sensory input.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. When my son was still in the womb, we took him to a music class, I remember. And it's kind of like you're described. It's nice, quiet music. You sing to the baby. That sounds very relaxing. So, is there a limit on how many children you're going to have? Because you could have 100 kids there if you don't limit it, right? And that would maybe be against what you're trying to do. So, is there a limit? Do people need to sign up?
I did set the limit at 12 for this program. Since it's the first one that we're doing, I wanted to make sure that we were going to have a small group, and registration is required. Registration is open right now. You can do so by going to our website and the events calendar, or else you can call the library at 920 686 3030.
Wonderful. And there's the website. I just put it up there, and you can find all the information for this interesting program. And I think it's really wonderful. And I wish I would have had something like this when my son was young. You know, the interactions that we have with our children are so important. And if somebody suspects that their child might be neurodiverse, is there any resources? I'm just kind of throwing this out at you right now. Is there any people they can talk to about this?
Oh goodness, that is a really good question, and I would suggest talking to your pediatrician, and they could definitely point you in the right direction. Both in things that you can be working on at home and in community resources too.
Wonderful. Okay, so everybody, we are talking about sensational baby story time, Tuesday, November 5th, and I've got the graphic up there. Let's get it down so everybody knows the time. There we are, 10:30 a.m. at the Manitowoc Public Library. And go to the website, sign up. Let's get you there and have a wonderful time. It sounds very relaxing actually, and I want to try a wobble cushion.
Absolutely. Drop in and yeah, I'll grab them. You can give it a try.
I just think it's really interesting all of the wonderful sensory toys that children have these days. You know, I sound like an old man now, but cardboard boxes and roller skates and play with. And now there's just so many different things, and I think it's wonderful that our public library, as always, is doing a sensational job accommodating for everybody, and it's really cool. And kudos to you, Kirsten, for creating this program and just caring about those young kids. I think it would be a wonderful thing. So thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Have a great afternoon.
You as well. Bye-bye.